administrators, and welcome to the graduation of the class of 2013. Fellow classmates, by hours of studying for physics tests, making last-minute note cards for anatomy, and writing many papers we've made, we're here at this major milestone in our lives. We're all here today to celebrate. Yes, Mom, I said celebrate, even though it's a waterworks up in here. A day that I thought would never come. You see, as a 7th grader walking onto the campus of Onalaska Junior Senior High School, I saw the seniors. I saw the teachers complaining about senioritis, and I heard them talking about concepts that are foreign to a 7th grader's mind, like physics, chemistry, and money. And I thought to myself, I'll never be there. This is going to be such a long trip. But it came much faster than I ever could have imagined. When I was writing this, I thought to myself, what makes education in Onalaska different from other places? It can't be the fact that we live right on Lake Livingston, because there's so many other schools that share the area. It can't be that we're a small school in a small town, because there's more than its fair share of those in our country. Eventually, I began to think of American education as a whole in a much broader spectrum. Why is it different here? What makes education and even life in America better? My first answer was 42. Then I thought of recent events that have happened in the world around us, and I found an even better answer. I looked at the Egyptian Revolution of 2011. I looked at the plight of the Palestinian girl who was shot for going to school. I looked at so many revolutions and protests worldwide, and then I found why we, as American students, are so blessed. Around the world, people are fighting and dying for the very thing we're celebrating today: the right to have a stake in our country's progress, to choose our own destiny rather than letting somebody else choose it for us, to make available for us the plethora of opportunities coming from a good education, the opportunities that undoubtedly will change the world for the better. As Americans, we too often take this for granted. Look at us. Even though we're really good about complaining what we don't like, we're still here. We're still in a country where it's totally okay to disagree. We're still here, on this stage, with the world at our fingertips. Whatever happens in the future is because we choose to let it happen. Times of opportunity abound as they await us. What other country can say that? It is this fact that should move us. No, it demands that we make it our responsibility to use what we have learned here and what we will learn in the future to help those who are unable to help themselves, to give voice to the voiceless, to stand up for those in countries that are less fortunate than we and show them that they too matter, that they too can choose their destiny. It is our responsibility to use the education we have received for noble purposes. Heavy, so very heavy is the burden of our generation. However, I'm fully confident that we will rise to and overcome this burden. We will proudly bear it. Though preceding generations joke that our noses are too buried in our smartphones, I believe it's through technology that our generation is realizing the interconnectivity of the world. Our generation is realizing that we're all people, regardless of location, religion, or the color of our skin. Our generation, more than others it seems, expresses the views of tolerance, kindness, and mutual respect. I know that we will work diligently as a whole to overcome intolerance, to overcome injustice. All we must do is commit ourselves daily and fight to keep that dream alive. We cannot settle for mediocrity. We must overcome what's easiest and daily choose the right course of action over what's mundane. I implore you, class of 2013, to choose each and every day to explore, question, and discover the world around you. Explore, create, and discover new things to make the world a better place. Always keep your curiosity. Never lose your drive to succeed. Always keep that hunger. Let us be agents of change in the world. Let us be agents of change that are willing to walk where others have feared to tread. Be mindful of those who have not been afforded the same opportunities as we, and use with humility the concepts we've learned to spread positive things in the world. Things like love, joy, compassion, power, and freedom. I believe I have more than adequate justification for my theory that the class of 2013 is indeed the best class ever. We've lived in 2 millennia and survived over 40 instances in which the world was supposed to end, all before the age of 20. In our class, we've had state qualifiers in academics and athletics, well-decorated JROTC members, talented musicians and actors, and outstanding academic achievements. We've been blessed to grow up in a small town where we all know each other and can push each other to do our best. We didn't just show up with these blessings and achievements, though. There are lots of other people who worked behind the scenes to help us get here. The people who raised us are perhaps the most influential people in our lives. It is our parents and guardians, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and everyone else involved in our home life that strive to make sure paths are open for us. They find an ideal balance between letting us choose our own paths, but ensuring we don't stray too far out. I wish that I had time to thank every last one of my family members individually, because all of you have played such a huge role in the person that I am today. Thank you for your influence, your love, and your patience with me. Mom and Dad, not gonna lie, there were some times where I honestly couldn't stand you. In hindsight, I can see wisdom in your decisions. Thank you for putting up with me. As you and I both know, I'm definitely not an easy one to work with. The administrators of school board have also made so many opportunities available to us. I want to sincerely thank all of you for the extra hours you put in budgeting, approving, and allocating time for all our extracurricular and academic activities. You all are greatly appreciated. The faculty of OJSH can't be left out either. It is they who spend time in and out of the classroom preparing materials, creating lesson plans, and spending time before and after school, providing us with help that we need, all the while still finding ways to influence our lives. It may have been frustrating seeing all the red ink on our papers when Ms. Craven returned them, but from experience I can attest to the positive effects of her critiques. There's a few other teachers I'd like to thank. Ms. Smith, Coach Mitchke, Ms. Goodman, thank you for being genuinely concerned and interested in how I'm doing. I hope you never forget how much you are appreciated and continue to inspire students the way you do. Ms. Crowley, thank you for pushing me to be the best speaker and actor that I can be. If it wasn't for you, I don't think I could be up here giving this speech right now. Ms. Kennedy, you made so much possible for the UIL activities here and for me. Thank you for all the extra time and energy you've put in to make sure UIL and our college classes are such a huge success. Ms. Lysak, since freshman year, you've driven me, you've fed me, and you've taken me to camp, regionals, and ultimately state. Thank you for ensuring that I have all the tools that I need to succeed. Her coaching style encouraged me to grow in ways that I never thought imaginable. Thank you for showing me how to harness my potential. And thank you for the hours-long philosophical discussions on those debate days. You all have had profound influences in my life and on my character. I can only hope to touch people's lives in the way that you all have touched mine. Though we're here to celebrate, we're also at a crossroads. Up until this point, many of us have grown up together. We part ways here. However, whether we go on to college, defend our country, or take a myriad of other paths, we'll always remember that we were here. I'm thankful for each one of you. Friendships made during these 4 years will last far beyond the boundaries of Onalaska High School. Somehow, someway, we've helped each other survive all the drama that high school entails. And somehow, some way, we'll help each other survive the little roles. I pray that we will never let the friends we've made at the school get too far out of touch. Tonight, we're all nervous. We're all extremely happy to be leaving high school, but inside we're terrified about what's to come. We stand here in our caps, gowns, stoles, and medallions, and we want desperately to matter. All of us want to leave our mark on the world, and our own way. But recognize it's not going to be roses and gold all the time. Life has more than its fair share of warts, bad days, and drama, but we must overcome these. We must look on to the future, a future in which world dreams slowly come true through the empowerment that education provides. We all have dreams, even if we're still figuring them out. Let us be fearless in pursuing those dreams. As we leave this stage with diplomas in hand and go into what some people call the real world, let us go boldly. Let us go without reservation and make new visions. Let us tenaciously work to achieve them. Realize that we can choose our own reality. Realize that our dreams are achievable, and we can create a world that is pleasant to live in. We must dream and work, though, to achieve it. It's imperative. Let's make lofty dreams and lofty goals. It takes lofty efforts to achieve them, but we can do it. Some amazing advice for life I found comes from Martin Luther, and I leave you with it. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even the dull and ignorant. They too have their stories. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations of the spirit. If you compare yourself to others, you may become vain and bitter, but there will always be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements, as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection, neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly to the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with those imaginings. Many fears are born of fatiguing loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe. No less than the trees and the stars, you have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you perceive him to be, and whatever your aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy. Congratulations, class of 2013. We made it.